all of our dogs are technically working dogs. You ever think of that? You see, what we do is we teach dogs here a job. We teach them that these 5 commands, sit, down, heel, place, and come, are their jobs. It's their job to perform them when asked. And when they're performing them, it's their job to continue working until released by their handler. So therefore, when our dogs are working, they have a certain state of mind, a certain mentality. They're getting the job done, which means they're ignoring the parties happening on, think of it this way, you're on your way to work, you're out there working, maybe you're landscaping, and all the houses on that block are having parties, but you know you gotta continue to work. But eventually, when the job's done, you'll get your paycheck and you can go have a party yourself. So what we do with our dogs is we teach them on the walk, for example, heel. That's work. We're traveling. This is your job. Your job is to travel with me. Ignore the dog who's barking back there. Ignore the squirrel. Ignore the cat. Ignore all the fun parties going on. And then, once your job is done, and you did a good job, your handler will give you freedom. And then you can go sniff around and mark and potty and play, all this good stuff. But we don't mix work with play, right? We keep them separate. So the commands are work. It's not play. That's why they work so well, because Trigger knows that guy who's offering him to go to that fence right now, he's like, I'm too busy, sorry, I can't, I'm working. I'm on the clock, right? But as soon as I release him and I say break, that's where the freedoms come in, okay? If you mix the two, if you start making your walk, your structured walk, playful, you start letting your dog leave it to choose when to use the bathroom, to choose what direction to go in, well, now you got the equivalent of somebody who's on the clock working, who's sneaking off from their shift, going and having a good time, and then sneaking back in before any trouble is put on them by their boss, right? Before they get in trouble. So they're sneaking out of work, going and have a good time, and then they're coming back. So, and that's a no-no. You can get fired for doing that kind of stuff. So think of it that way. The commands are work. You're in heel, you're working. If I say break, you got some free time. Keep them separate, and then you will have success, because your dog will take them seriously. They'll know to go into work mode. You got a different mentality when you go into work on Monday morning than you do when you get off from work Friday evening and you're about to hit up the clubs or the bar or whatever you do on Fridays. Sorry, I don't do anything on Fridays anymore, so I don't know what people are doing. But yeah, working mentality is different than like the play mentality. So keep them separate. Heel. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good job. Good. Good boy. Nice work. And as promised, Trigger gets his free time. I just put him in a sit and then I said break. And now he gets the full length of the leash, and he's gonna sniff around this fence and this stop sign and this fire hydrant. He's gonna have himself a free time. And he can even walk in front of me at this point. Like, I can walk down the street and let him be in front as long as I gave the release word. But as soon as I say come and put him back in heel, it's work again. So we just keep them separate, and it works like a charm. Come. Good boy. Heel. Back to work. Good job, bud.
Thank you.